This is Skills from the Coast. In the kitchen of Sandbar Restaurant, we meet head chef Jason Wilkinson. Jason's career was forged in Sydney's prestigious Haddad Kitchens, where he trained under some of the country's most renowned chefs. Today, he brings over 20 years of culinary expertise to demonstrate making the perfect mayonnaise from scratch, highlighting its role as the essential sauce for countless top-tier culinary dishes.
My name is Jason Wilkinson. I'm the head chef overseeing all the kitchen operations as well as the events manager. So we've got a really diverse range of staff. We carry 3 full-time staff members, one of those sort of boasting international experience, and then through to junior staff members that have come through the Shoalhaven Food Network Gaining for Training program. Alright, so today I'm just going to be demonstrating how to make a mayonnaise. The reason I've chosen a mayonnaise is it is one of the main mother sauces that chefs use in their kitchens on a day in, day out basis. And then we're going to go through at the end a few variations of a mayonnaise, which again chefs and restaurants use day in, day out to make sure they enhance their menu. I've got a trusty food processor here that we're going to use to make the emulsion. We've got some good quality free range eggs. We use vegetable oil for the base mayonnaise because it's not too strong in flavour. Once you get into your more varied sauces, you start adding olive oils and things for things that are more distinct. We've got some white pepper, some salt, black pepper is fine, some Dijon mustard and some white wine vinegar. So to get started, we just have here 1 egg yolk. Beginning, we're going to go through and separate the eggs because we only need the egg yolks for the sauce. So to do that, you just crack your egg. Always keep your whites, they're always handy. You can use them at another time, making meringues, other little bits and pieces you might want to do. Okay, so we've got our 2 containers, egg yolks in one, egg whites in the other. So the whites we'll just put aside here for another time. And the yolks are just going to go straight into the processor. Go through now and we're going to add our vinegar. Got about 4 tablespoons. And we'll just leave a little bit just to taste at the end in case we need it. Dijon mustard, about 2 tablespoons. Again, always just have a little bit left over, then you can adjust your seasoning at the end of the process. Okay, at this point, we're just going to pop the lid on and start the processor. Once that has started, what we're going to do is just feed in about 400 mils of vegetable oil. You'll see how slowly it goes in. If you dump it all in too quickly, your sauce is probably going to split. What you're looking for is a slowly formed, thick, creamy, glossy texture. So as it goes, you'll start to notice, you'll see the color change slightly. You'll start to see the sauce thicken up a little bit and come together. If it starts to look a bit like scrambled eggs around the top, just pull back a little bit with your pouring. And then as you can hear there, that sauce is starting to thicken, it's starting to grab. So at this point, we can see the sauce is coming together. It's starting to hold the spoon in texture. It's nice and rich, nice and glossy, no lumps. Now what we're going to do is just add in our seasoning. So again, I've got about 2 teaspoons of white pepper, a couple of good pinches of really good quality sea salt. Pop that back onto mix just for a few seconds to get it to combine. And there we have a nice base mother mayonnaise. So at this point, you're ready to go. We can go through this and use it to make sandwiches. We can put it on burgers. You can use it as a dressing, as a starting point for a salad dressing, any other sort of number of things. There's some ones that we've prepared earlier. These are things that we put to use in Sandbar sort of quite regularly. So we've got our lemon and dill mayonnaise. We take this same process and then we just season it with lots of fresh dill and plenty of lemon juice. A little bit of extra salt. Pairs really, really well with things like prawns, fish, other seafood varieties. In the middle, we've got a classic Caesar salad dressing. Doesn't really need any introduction. Again, we've taken the mother sauce, we've added some anchovies, we've added some Worcestershire sauce, and we've added some gherkins. And then on the end, we've got the classic tartare sauce. We've added our lemon juice, we've added some dill, we've added some capers, and then just season everything to taste. So there you have it. We've got our base mother sauce and then a good variety of dishes you can make from it. Yeah, I actually fell into hospitality by accident. I was actually trying to chase a career in professional sport when I picked up an injury. My sister was actually working in a restaurant at the time, and so for me it was a matter of having to go and wash dishes just to pay the bills while I was trying to make my way back. And then along the line, somewhere I just found a bit of a love for the teamwork and the adrenaline rush. Sort of started to understand a little bit more about what it meant to be a part of the kitchen, a little bit more about the cooking side of things, and then picked up a job as an apprentice chef, which really ignited a passion for sort of perfection and chasing flavours, chasing textures, and really honing all the techniques. So I mean, I started my apprenticeship out in Bathurst in the Central West, so the local produce on offer out there was quite extensive in terms of local fresh vegetables and that sort of thing, not so much seafood. So being able to take what was available locally and turn that into something as it was available at its peak became something that for me was more than just a skill. It was more of a knowledge, more of a learning base. During the main part of my apprenticeship, actually lucky enough to work with a chef who'd been travelling in the chef hat circuit in Sydney for 10 years. To be able to obtain a chef hat, it's where you rate the most prestigious awards for the best restaurants, best chefs in the country. One hat being the starting point of achievement and recognition, and then through to 2 and 3 hats being the optimum. So that set my path of ambition to chase the chef hat at scene in Sydney. So once I'd finished TAFE, pretty much the next day I was off to Sydney to sort of chase bigger things there. I was lucky enough to work in a few 3-hatted restaurants and a few 2-hatted restaurants. For me personally, I just couldn't get comfortable being in the city. We moved back out to Orange and had a bit of a run at the vineyard scene out there, which at the time was massive. A lot of really good wineries were popping really nice little restaurants. My advice, not only to anyone undertaking it or anyone who's still sort of embarking on their journey, is to be really true to yourself. Make sure that if you've got the approach of making today better than yesterday, then you'll probably go a long way in the industry.